Hello YouTube makeup lovers. So I'm here with a collective haul for you guys. These are pretty much the items that I have been buying throughout the month of June. I would say I have some items from Sephora, from Ulta, two from the drugstore, and I even have some items from MAC. Some products I can talk to you a little bit more about because I've already been using them for a few weeks. Other items are just brand new, so I'm kind of just looking at them today for the first time. There's some items that I actually even bought today. So we better get started because I have a ton of goodies to share with you guys. First, I'm gonna start off with the items that I got at Ulta. And the very first thing I'm gonna share with you guys is one of the items that I bought today. I went today to return something. I returned a Lorac blush, which I got in the mail. The color wasn't all that much. I just returned it and ended up getting a few other things. So I got this bronzer from the brand Pure. This is Gift Back Glow Forward Glow Together Gradient Matte Shimmer Bronzer. And I had seen this in a YouTube video and I just thought it was so pretty. I've never tried anything from this brand before. It is a pretty big compact. And this is what the bronzer looks like. It's really big. It has 3 strips that are shimmer and 3 strips that are matte. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out. Let me show you a mixture of that color. This is all 6 of them, but I like the fact that you can kind of, you know, either use them separate or on their own. So this is from Pure. From Too Faced, I got this Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush. This is in the shade Something About Berry. It says it's a perfect berry blush. Has a ton of names. It looks like this, and this is what it looks like. It has like 3 different strips of color. Let me swatch this for you, and it looks like that. From Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is the Glow Kit in Gleam, and it has 4 highlighters: Hard Candy, Mimosa, Starburst, and Crushed Pearl. This is what it looks like. Isn't that so pretty? I just really loved these shades. Let me go ahead and swatch them all for you. Right there you see the swatches of the 4 colors. I think that these will be really pretty to use as a highlight or even kind of like blush toppers, just to give you an added glow, especially now for the summer that we couldn't glow as much as we want. The Lorac Pro No. 3 palette. This I actually tried for the first time today. It's what I have on my eyes right now. They have beautiful, beautiful colors, as all the Lorac Pro palettes. The top rows are pretty much matte, and then the ones on the bottom are a little bit more shimmery, frosty shades. Right now on my lid, the color that I have is the light pewter right here, and on top of my crease I have these 2, the terracotta and the dark brown. Really beautiful palette. It has really, really great color payoff. Some colors I like more than others. The medallion color I was really excited about, but it just seemed a little bit chunky. I almost did that one on my lid today, but then I ended up going with the light pewter just because it looked so much more smooth. I'm like swatching more of the shimmery colors just because they're so nice, but also the matte colors are really, really beautiful. It's just really nice color. Let's try this purple one called Amethyst. Look at that. They're just like, wow, look at this color. That's the amethyst color. Something I love about this palette is that I can definitely see me doing a complete look with this palette. Today, the colors I used on my eyes were only from this palette. So it's something that I can take out of town and not need any other eyeshadow to do a bunch of different looks. So I really, really love this palette. I also love the color of the palette. It's like a beigey color. So it's nice. Nice to add to your Lorac Pro collection. And the last item that I got from Ulta is my face cleanser from the brand First Aid Beauty. I got the Pure Skin Face Cleanser. This is the one that I have been loving lately, and I ran out of it, so I had to get a new one. From Sephora, the new Jaclyn Hill collection by Becca, and I was able to get my hands on the palette, and this is what it looks like. It is such a pretty packaging. It is just so beautiful, and this is what the palette looks like. It has 2 highlighters and 3 blushes. It has the Champagne Pop highlight, which is one of my favorite highlights from Becca. It has a new highlight that was created called Prosecco Pop, and it has 3 blushes. This one is the Pamplemousse Mineral Blush, Amaretto Mineral Blush, and the Rose Spritz Luminous Blush. So it has 3 blushes and the 2 highlights. Now I have to say, like, I feel like if you don't have Champagne Pop, this palette is really worth it, because Champagne Pop is just so amazing, and these 3 blushes are really beautiful. But I already had the Champagne Pop in the full size, so I kind of felt that for me it's not something that I really needed, this palette. The Prosecco Pop was kind of the reason why I bought it, because I wanted to try this highlight, and I felt like if I don't buy it in this palette, I'm not gonna be able to get it. But then on my skin, and on, I guess since I'm so pale, it looks really yellow on my skin, so it doesn't really work with my skin tone. Now the blushes are really, really beautiful. They're extremely pigmented, but they're not really go-to shades for me. So these are the 3 shades. I'm more into more of a pinky blush, and these 2 are more, I guess they're more peachy coral tone. This one reminds me a lot of the NARS Orgasm blush. The middle one is really, really beautiful. I think out of the 3, that Amaretto one is the one that I like the most. But as far as the highlights, the Champagne Pop is still my favorite. Look, let me show you. Here are the 2 highlights, and just the Prosecco Pop, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It is this one right here. It is just too yellow for me. It almost looks like a light gold eyeshadow, whereas the Champagne Pop is just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful highlight. This is Champagne Pop, and this is the Prosecco Pop. This one right here is the Amaretto. So I don't know, I mean, I love it. I say if you're like me and you already have the Champagne Pop, and your go-to type of blush is not coral, then I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's just better to buy the Champagne Pop, and that's it. These blushes are pretty, but they're not my type of tone. I prefer to go more with the pinky tone blushes. I wish that this one right here was more of a pinky blush, not so much of a corally blush, because I'm not that much into those colors. And as far as the highlights, Champagne Pop is like one of my favorites, but I already have it. So this is something that I may or may not return, just because it's like about 50 bucks, which is a great price considering you have 3 blushes and 2 highlights. But since my favorite item in this palette has to be the Champagne Pop, and I already own it, I don't really think it's that much worth it for me. But this is a really gorgeous palette. You just have to see if it's something that is worth it for you. From Sephora, I also got the Too Faced, this is the Sweethearts bronzer, Big Luminous Glow bronzer in Sweet Tea. I remember I was so hesitant to get this bronzer just because it seemed kind of shimmery, but I love it so much. I have been using it for the past few weeks, and I absolutely love it. It's not that shimmery at all. It looks really, really nice. It's almost like a glowing bronzer, but very natural for the summer. I think it's amazing. This is kind of the reason why I ended up buying the Sweethearts blush at Ulta today. That one I got today at Ulta. This one, just because I fell in love with this one. But I highly recommend it. I use it all the time. I use it today. It's something that has become like a staple in my everyday use this past month. So I truly, truly love it, and it's so cute. I mean, I think the packaging is a little bulky. It's adorable. It is a little bit bulky, but I mean, I love the product. I just realized that I also have an item from Nordstrom. I got the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. This is the shade For Fair is the one that I got. It's a nice little squishy tube foundation like this. I have really been loving it. It's a foundation that I have been using on a daily basis. Lately, the 2 that I have been using every morning are either the Charlotte Tilbury or the Givenchy, the Teint Couture Balm. These are the two that I have kind of like been alternating every morning. I love, first of all, this type of packaging just because it's so convenient. It's great for travel. It's easy to pour. It is just fuss free. And I just have really been liking both of these. I feel like this one maybe blurs more of any imperfections you have on your face, and this one is a little bit more luminous and kind of gives you more of a dewy look. But both of them I feel like are kind of similar. I like them because they're light, they're easy to apply. I put them on in the morning and it's just like perfect, fast, easy, and your skin looks flawless. It's a very light coverage. I think light to medium is the most that you'll get from these, but I actually love that for a daily basis. But the Charlotte Tilbury is the one that I have been trying out now that I really have been liking it. From the drugstore, I got these Maybelline Color Tattoos. These are the concentrated crayons, and they look like this. I got shade Gold Rush, and I also got the shade Bronze Truffle, which I will show you right now. Today I applied the Bronze Truffle on my lid under the Lorac eyeshadow. This is the Bronze Truffle, and that one is the gold. You really can't see the gold all that much on camera, but I was excited to test these out. Really, I've only used the Bronze Truffle and I really liked it. And I like to use these a lot under my eyeshadow. I think they make a nice little base for when you apply your powder eyeshadow. It just makes the colors pop. And the last items I got were from MAC. I went to MAC yesterday because I had to go recycle some things. So I went to the MAC Pro that we have on Miami Beach on Lincoln Road, just because I wanted to get eyeshadows. If you recycle six containers from MAC, you can get a free item. But if you go to a department store, the only items you're allowed to get are lipsticks. If you go to the MAC Pro store, you are able to get eyeshadows, I believe a lip gloss or a lipstick. And I wanted 2 eyeshadows that I did not own, so I got some neutral colors. This one right here is Embark from MAC. This is an older color that has been around forever, so I got that one. I have to depop these and pop them into a palette. And then the other color that I got was Saddle. So these are the 2 that I did for Back to MAC. That is Saddle. I just got some neutral matte tones. And of course, while I was there, I picked up some other products, because you can never go to the store and just do what your purpose of the visit was. There's always something that you pick up extra. I got a little Fix Plus because my Fix Plus was already really old. There was actually a lot left. I really didn't use it all that much, but I wanted to have one. I ended up just getting the small size because it's $10. I figured if I didn't use that big one, I want to make sure that I really use it before I buy the full size. So I got a little Fix Plus. Then they also had a sale. There were some items that were 30% off. So I got 2 of those items. I got this Cremesheen glass lip gloss in the shade Playful Petal. I just thought it was a really pretty color and it was 30% off. So I went ahead and got it. It's a really pretty pink color with a nice little shimmer. I think this would be a nice little topper for a pretty pink lipstick. And then I got a blush. This blush was also 30% off, and this is called This Could Be Fun. And it just caught my attention right away because it was a nice pretty pink color, which is my type of color. I mean, obviously I like pinks to be a little bit lighter, but this one just looked like such a really pretty color. And this is what it looks like. I feel that if you apply just a little bit, it will look so nice. So I really like this one, and I don't think I've ever bought products from MAC that were on sale like that. I also restocked on my cleanse off oil. This is the original one, not the one that is called Tranquil or something like that. I ran out of my MAC cleanse off oil. I think this is an amazing oil to take off your makeup. I've already used this for a long time and I love it. It just pretty much melts off your eye makeup, and it does I like it because when you're wearing a lot of makeup, waterproof mascara, and just a ton of stuff on your eyes, this just kind of melts it off, and you're gentle to your eyes. You're not like pretty much pulling it off with a cotton pad or being rough with your eyes. I just like it because it just is so soft and gentle, and the makeup just melts right off. Then I also got the MAC Face and Body Foundation. I have heard so many things about this foundation, but I had never ever tried it. This is in the shade C2. That's a shade that the lady helped me pick out. So I got the MAC Face and Body. I have heard wonders about this foundation. That's how it squeezes out, and it was time that I tried this. This has been out for a while. I can't believe it took me so long to try it, but all the characteristics that people say about this foundation seems like it's right up my alley. It's not like super covering, but that's what I like. I like a light to medium coverage for a daily basis, and that looks very natural, but it just covers just enough, and I'm just really excited about this. So that is pretty much it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this haul video. I will make sure to link all the products in the description box down below. And as always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching Be Lounge Makeup. Bye!